This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the SH Figuarts Bruce Lee figure from Bandai. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a window box packaging. We can also see a great image of Bruce Lee on the front. Turning the box around, we can see multiple panels showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with his accessories. And on the bottom right, 4 images showcasing his 4 interchangeable faceplates. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Bruce Lee out of the box. And man, this is yet another kick-ass figure from Figuarts. I absolutely love Bruce Lee, and I have really been waiting a long time to get him in this costume. So I am so stoked to have it in hand to check it out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Bruce Lee comes with a ton of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 4 interchangeable faceplates. He also comes with 5 pairs of interchangeable hands, including a pair of close-fisted hands, a pair of gripping hands, a pair of open palm hands, and 2 pairs of stylized posing hands. Next up, he does come with 3 weapons. Starting off at the top, he does come with a green staff, and at the bottom, 2 pairs of nunchucks. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Bruce Lee. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Bruce Lee. Now, I am really excited to review this guy, mostly because my channel really just started last year, and the first review I ever did was of the first Bruce Lee Figuarts figure, which was this guy. So, this was my first figure review I actually did on my channel, and now we're here to this guy. So, kinda full circle, so pretty excited for me in that regard. So overall, the figure looks really good. The suit is just a plain yellow. There's no real shadowing or texturing or anything like that. But the sculpt looks really good. You got the folds and things like the sleeves and whatnot. And the sleeve part right here where the cuffed up sleeve is, that's actually a separate piece. So it actually moves around like that, I guess to help for articulation and whatnot. And then you get a lot of folds right here in the pant legs. And then the black of the lining of the entire suit came out really clean. Lots of times when they do stuff like that on figures, it can be pretty blotchy, which is really disappointing, but on this figure, all came out really crisp. All looks really good. And then he got his trademark yellow sneakers, which those came out very good too. I like those quite a bit. Very nice. You even got a little bit of tread on the bottom right here. You can see that. That looks really good too. So overall, the paint apps came out very clean. I love the flesh tones. It does seem that compared to the older figure, the newer one does seem slightly darker. So I guess Bruce Lee got a tan during this film. So yeah. But the head sculpts are all very cool. What I noticed on this one, excuse me, that he does have a couple heads where he's looking to the right. So you get this one right here, that's a little more smiling, and you got this one's a little more focused. I think that came out really cool. And then you got this one right here, which is straight up smiling. I like that one too. That totally looks like Bruce Lee. Then you have this one right here, which is more of the woo kind of face. I think those came out really good. Now, if you look at the face sculpts, I do like these a lot, mainly because of the paint apps. The sculpt work is really good, but a lot of us collectors know that a face sculpt can really change a lot when it comes to the paint. The sculpt itself could be great, but if the paint's not right, it really screws up just the whole look. Now with these, what SHF Figuarts has been doing with these types of figures is they've been using a dot matrix paint nap technique to get all the detail and whatnot. So, and I think that looks really, really good. I like that a lot. Nice sculpted hair and whatnot. All looks really, really good. So the face plates are just interchangeable. They're just on some type of little peg system. Now my first thought was, well, maybe I can change them out with face plates from this figure, because he does have different faces. Now I've tried that and they don't fit. They don't line up. It's just everything about this intersection right here is different compared to the newer figure. You would think it's kind of the same, but they actually are different, so you cannot do that. Now you can interchange the hands. The hands are just on little straight pegs, just like that, and they do work pretty well, and they do hold on pretty good. But you can, the thing is, you can actually change out the hands from this figure. They do fit a little tight because I think the pegs are a little bit bigger on the newer one, but they can work. And then you just have to worry about the skin tone, because the skin tone is a little different from each figure. So overall, it still works really, really good. And I just noticed he has a little black wristband right there, so that looks pretty cool too. So let's look at the articulation now. So the head is on a ball joint, does roll around very, very well, rotates left and right, looks up and down, just like that. We do get a butterfly joint in there, so it allows it to come forward across the chest just like that, and back just like so. You can go all the way up, all the way down, out about that far. We also do get rotation at the shoulder right there. We do get a double jointed elbow. No, it kind of feels, no, it's a double jointed elbow, but it's hindered a bit just because of the bulkiness of that cuff sleeve right there. So you can only go about that far, which is still pretty good, I think. Since the hands are on those pegs, allows it to rotate left and right, hinge up and down, as well as roll around just like that. We get a ball joint, a double ball joint from the chest into the lower torso, or the midsection right there. Allows that to roll around just like this, rotate left and right, crunches back and forth, and pivot side to side. We get another double ball joint from the abdomen into the crotch area, so you can roll that around even more so, turn all the way around just like that, pivot side to side, and crunch back and forth. We do get a hip joint, allows it to kick forward about that much, back about that much, can do the splits, and I like the fact that they integrated this little system right here, kind of covers up the gapping a little bit. It's still a little awkward, but it's better than just having a big gap of just nothing. So then you can rotate in there just a little bit, and then you get a little ball hinge at the knee that goes just like that, and it looks really, really good. I like how they do this. They use a type of like ball system, so it gives a roundness to the knee like that, so it looks a little more natural. It's not perfect, but it still works pretty good. You got an ankle joint, allows you to point the toe up and down. Let's see, we get no rotation. Yeah, we can rotate left and right. We do get an ankle rock in there, and then we actually get toe articulation at the very tip of the shoe. So now let's talk about his accessories real quick. He does come with 2 pairs of nunchucks, just these 2 right here. Now this is the one that you can slide in, and he can hold very well. I think just like under his arm, if you want to do something like that. I think that works out really good. Looks pretty cool. And oops, just slid the hand right off with it. Let me get that back on. There we go. And then you get this one right here, which is more just straight out. I think this one's, you could do some posing where, you know, where you can just do the hands, where it's kind of like posing up, kind of like that, or you kind of just seems like it's swinging at somebody. Kind of like that, you know what I mean? I think that works out pretty good, so I like that quite a bit. And then he does have this like little cane staff thing. I don't know if it's made of like jade or whatnot. I really don't remember this from the film, so I'm not quite sure exactly what scene it's from. But he can hold that just like that, and I think that looks really cool too. It kind of reminds me of Master Splinter's cane from the new cartoon. That's the first impression that I got when I saw this, so still pretty cool. So overall, I think this is just another really cool figure from Figuarts. I absolutely love Bruce Lee, and I'm so glad they've been doing this whole line of Bruce Lee figures. I really do hope we get more just more looks and whatnot, because if they do, I will definitely buy every last one of them. I think they're really cool, really well painted. I love the amount of options that we get as far as the faceplates go and the hands and accessories. So overall, just another really kick-ass figure from Figuarts. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Bruce Lee comparison, here he is standing next to the first Bruce Lee figure from Figuarts. And for even more Figuarts comparison, here he is standing next to the White Ranger and Kamen Rider Wizard Figuarts. And to compare him to a fellow Chucker, here he is standing next to the movie star's Michelangelo. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the new SH Figuarts Bruce Lee figure from Bandai. And I am such a diehard fan of Bruce Lee, and I couldn't be more stoked that we are getting these figures. With SH Figuarts being behind this brand, I think we are getting some of the best Bruce Lee figures that we have ever received, and I cannot wait to see and hope that we get many more. So for great deals, head over to agelessgeeks.com for awesome action figures like this and all the things you love. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.